Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, so we are in the KV-4 in Minsk. This is a new map they just added after this patch, and I did get a chance to run this one time on the test server with one of the new tanks, but I didn't make it any further than right over there. So this time I thought, let's drive around a little bit and check the map out. We are top tier, and we are in the KV-4, and when you're top tier in the KV-4, a lot of times you can really just kind of push and bully the enemy tanks with your gun and your armor. So I was kind of checking out where I wanted to go, because like I said, first time on this map, didn't really even have a clue. Well, second time, but first time I didn't really get much off the cap, because literally the enemy tanks were flanking from the left, the right up the center. It was just, so anyways, so I decided I was going to stay to the east side of the map and just kind of push up this road towards the enemy cap. Once I come around this corner, I thought these bricks would break. Lo and behold, they didn't. You run them over. So I come around this corner, and here in a second, I think it was their 34-3. Yeah, T-34-3 lit up. Took a quick snapshot there, and it did not penetrate, or actually didn't even contact. But I decided to go ahead and just push up. I was noticing several tanks in this area. So when you see one side of the map with a lot of tanks, then what you want to do is try and push forward on the other side of the map, so that hopefully you can take that side and then turn around and go help the other side, be it the east or west, whatever. So I saw a lot of tanks on the west side of the map that were spotted or lit up, and I only saw two tanks, well, one at first and the second one. So I decided I'm going to push pretty hard on the east side. That way it'll give us a better chance of winning the east side, and we did have a lot of tanks going east and only a few that went west. So we needed to win this side, and we needed to win it decisively, and we needed to win it fast. So I decided to go ahead and just try and push fast and hard. So at this angle, I actually did angle it a little bit more to the left because I knew I was over angled. But this 34-2 just decided to just sit there and let me drill them round after round. I was kind of surprised. I'm like, I don't know. I was just like, what is he doing? He's not even like, did he already give up? So the IS, we put one in a side and bounce, and I'm like, okay. This thing's got 227 pen. That's got, it was right around 100, I think, 100 and some armor in the front of it. I should have went right through him. I literally should have melted right through. I thought that other tank was going to come to the right, so I was kind of waiting. But I should have went right through the front of his tank, no problem, anywhere I shot him. So I shoot him in the lower plate. It looked like it might have went a little bit high and just kind of skimmed off his upper plate. But I did aim for the lower plate. Kind of a snapshot there. And he's aiming for, I got my mods back on here, and he's aiming for my lower plate, and he's actually shooting straight gold. And looks like he's not having too much luck. Somebody did pen me in the front there. Let's see. Oh, that 30-02 actually penned me for 124, and you can see I'm getting hit with pretty much all premium rounds, and that's pretty much the whole match. So here I switch over to premium rounds in a minute on the IS, because I just, for some reason, 225, 227 couldn't go through the front of an IS. So I switched over to premium just to finish him off, actually to beat him and, continue on to the next tank. So there, we just finally went through him, and yeah, he actually, that was, yeah, the IS shot me with another premium round. That time he went through, I'm going to get hit here in a second. Yeah, it looks like he went right through here or here. One of those was already there, but somebody hit me there. But you can see that round's coming at me. And they hit the cement brick. So I'm just angling. And the problem that I'm going to run into now is there's that 34-3 on this side. I've got the T25 AT on that side. There is an IS-3 right there. And the IS right here. And there is a Tiger 1 on the other side of the building. And I think he's kind of moving in this way. So the problem that I run into is when I pull out here, I'm risking obviously getting shot from the front from the IS, but also the back from the T-34-3, the T-25 AT, and the IS-3. All four of those tanks can easily shoot me, and at those angles can probably pretty well penetrate me. So kind of very risky continuing on this side, but the one thing I was kind of counting on a little bit is this cement right here, hopefully blocking some of the rounds that would have went through my hull, because this thing, the turret armor on this is just monster. So I do stop. The IS takes a shot, hits the cement, backs off. I heard a couple of shots go, so we go ahead, pop around into the IS. He's down to 82 hit points. I go ahead, pop around, hit him in the left side with a premium round, and I think it was a snapshot, didn't hit worth a crap. It might even hit his track, I don't know. Actually, no, I saw it on the left side there. T-34-3 goes ahead and shoots me. Where did he hit? Because that just popped me in the keister or something. You can see somebody's actually shooting for the that commander's rear machine gun port. That is actually a weak spot. Not seeing where the 34-3 hit me. It doesn't matter. Anyways, he did hit me for 433, so kudos to him, because otherwise he's still full health. And we've got a T-25 AT there, an IS-3 still somewhere over there, and now we need to take out this 34-3. So we put a chunk right into him there, and he's going to try getting on my side here, which he does. And all he did was, I believe, knock... Well, it was... I don't know if he knocked my track off or what he did. It was just a... oh, he hit my little port up there. Yeah, so he went to shoot... Oh, that's what happened. He tried shooting at the gunner's... the gunner hatch right there, or the gun, and it hit right there, bounced up, and all it did was knock the sight out there. So he ends up getting taken out, and I just figure might as well keep pushing. I've still got right around about half my hit points. The IS-3 comes up here, and he's still got, well, he had pretty much a good chunk of his health, and he's retarded in shooting HE. So he did a whopping 39 hit points of damage on me. I've been seeing a lot of people shoot HE for whatever flipping reason. I don't know what it is, but it just makes no sense to me why so many people have been shooting HE recently, unless they're trying to do some sort of mission. So I poke around the corner here, and the Scorpion G's laying on his side, playing dead. But his gun, I zoomed in, I could see his gun could still aim this way and shoot. So the ONI, OI, whatever shoots at him and misses, I actually take a shot. And I'm not sure what... Oh, I must have hit this thing right down here. I was like, how the hell did I miss that shot? I thought you could shoot his whole body, but you can see his lower half right here is underneath that wall. I think my round hit that wall right there. But this time I think, okay, we're just going to aim in, take our time, and pop them. And then we come around the corner here, and there's still like 4 or 5 tanks. And I see the STML. It's kind of a long aim time on this. Hit him for 247. I was like, what in God's green earth? That is like low. Well, then I looked and watched this shot. Zoomed in. Oh, I actually did hit him there. I thought I missed him. 240 is the minimum amount of damage that this gun can do. This is the shot I thought I was going to hit, and I actually hit something and missed. Oh, no, it just blew in front of him. But yeah, 240 is the lowest that gun can hit for, and I hit him for 247. So basically, almost as low as the round can hit for. But yeah, so we end up taking and finishing this match, and we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 tanks. So not too shabby. I did get hit a lot, and I did bounce a lot, and I did do a lot of damage. And yeah, the KV-4 is still a beast. As top tier, obviously, if you are not top tier, you're gonna have to play a lot safer. Just support your heavies and your mediums. Stay kind of in the back and just take shots that happen to present themselves. But when you're top tier with this amount of armor that this thing has, you can really push and push hard. So anyways, if you want to hold on for a minute, I'll have some post-game stats for you. So if you want to hold on, I will be right back. So, to answer your question, yes, the KV-4 still got it. As top tier, yeah. If I were bottom tier, it goes for any tank though, but if I were bottom tier, obviously you probably wouldn't have this kind of results. The gun is very good. I mean, it's a spectacular gun for, a tier 8. I had a little trouble penning the, what tank was it? IS with standard rounds, which I was very shocked. It's a tier 9 gun, 227 standard round. I wasn't going through the front of that dang IS. Now, if I were in my IS, it'd have been farting and blowing holes through it. I don't know. Seems like whenever I play a certain particular tank, it's easy cheesy to get penned, but somebody else is playing it and plays it no different than I would and just can't go through it. So yeah, I bounced a couple rounds off the front of that, which I was actually very shocked. 227 wouldn't go through the front of 90 millimeters of armor. The IS, if I remember right, has 90 millimeters of frontal armor. Well, let's look. I've got them all. So let's see. So that's a tier 7 and IS. Oh, I'm sorry, 120 millimeters, but still. I mean, I think I was hitting them like right where the driver port was, or the front here, the front lower plate, which 227 millimeters of penetration should be able to go through that so easy. And I think actually a couple of shots were like straight on. I guess I should have just aimed at this commander's hatch and went through that. Or, let me guess, it would have bounced off that too. Sometimes I've just got the crappiest luck when it comes to killing a tank. So unfortunately I did load a handful of premium rounds to go through them. I love the KV-4. Got great stats in it. It's a beast when you're top tier. Even bottom tier, you can still make a difference in the match because the gun is really good. 227 standard, 289 premium, and it's APCR. And your HE shell still has pretty good amount of pen at 62. So, it's not a piece of crap by any means. Just no one plays it anymore. I wonder how much it went up on the mark of excellence. Yeah, so that was a 10,903 WN8. I went up 18.51% on my mark of excellence. I haven't played this tank in flipping forever. I mean, if I have played this tank in the last year, I would be shocked. And I like it a lot too. It's just so many more new tanks are coming out. But the reason I decided to play it is because these new missions, you can only do it in Russian tanks and or Chinese tanks, I believe it is. Yeah, USSR, China. Tier 6 through 10, that's it. No other tanks. I don't know why they did that, but hey, whatever floats their boat. I did get I'm trying to get this thing here, this 1 out of 5, so it's the second part to give you this progress, acceleration, complete the secondary condition, 202 time increase, and progress for the completion of the primary condition. Because on this one you got to enable your allies to cost 1,500 hit points of damage to enemy vehicles that do not belong to Union by spotting them or destroying their tracks. In that match, I don't think I had any, must not had any damage caused with my assistance 118. Okay, minimal. Yeah, it was kind of, I don't know, kind of weird that I can only play or do those missions in a Chinese or a Russian tank. I got a decent setup in this. I got brothers in arms on all 25 crew members. In the back of the KV-4 back here, there's a hot tub In the front of the KV-4, there's a Olympic-sized swimming pool. Up top here, and this is uh, the nightclub up top here. This is where all the dancing happens. The back of the turret happens to be a pretty nice restaurant, and the front of the turret here is a shopping mall. I think it's flipping huge. But yeah, I like playing it. It's I just haven't played it in forever. But anyway, so the results of that match was a Master Ace Tanker, Fire for Effect, Fighter, Shellproof, Duelist, Hand of God, Bruiser, Steel Wall, and a High Caliber. And we got 2 bonds out of the deal and 3,732 experience. Made 70,800 credits. I haven't looked at or paid attention to see if we made any, actually made any credits. Might have made a little. I don't know. I did shoot, like I said, a handful of premium rounds. I did remember to change them back to standard after a little bit, though. It was nice to see that that Scorpion fell off the ledge there and was laying on his side. Unfortunately, he was still able to get shots off. He didn't shoot at me. I think he was shooting at the OI or ONI or OHO, whatever was next to me there towards the end of the match. But the IS-3, we hit him 2 times for 3-4... What? Oh, I killed him. Okay. I'm like, what? For 314 damage and finished him off and knocked out his radio. T-34-3, we spotted him originally, hit him 2 times for 553, finished him off, and bounced one of his rounds. Actually, he must have tracked me. Yag-88, we bounced 4 of his rounds for 960. We hit him 1 time for 316. Scorpion G, we hit him 2 times for 562, finished him off, and knocked out his radio. Wouldn't have done him any good because he was laying on his side anyways. ELC 11, or excuse me, 11. ELC even 90. I thought I missed him, but I actually did hit him for 303 and knocked out his track, and he got damaged upon us spotting for 118. We originally spotted the IS there, hit him 3 times for 743, finished him off, and knocked out his driver, bounced 5 of his rounds for 720. And I was getting hit with a lot of premium rounds, so I didn't feel bad at all shooting premium rounds. Tiger 1, we hit him 1 time for 322. VK30.02D, I guess he decided he just wanted to die because he just sat there and let me shoot him and shoot him and shoot him. He didn't back up, he didn't move, he just sat in the same spot. So we hit him 3 times for 942. Knocked out his ammo rack, bounced 2 of his rounds for 270. The STM, well, he was in a real good spot, but, you know, he didn't help the team much till the very end because he was in the very back of the map. We got a low roll for, wow, that was a real roll low. Low roll. List Dexic. For 247 and knocked out his gun. Oh, that shouldn't make a difference. That was just a really low roll. 247. What's the least? 240 to 400 damage. I got 7 above the lowest amount of damage that the round can do. That is nuts. That's a low roll when the least amount you can do is 240 and I did 247. Wowzer! So he did the most damage at 4,302. T-28 prototype had a good match. So did the Pantera, the IS-3, the RHM. A lot of us had a really good match. Unfortunately, our 4503 and Eagle 7 and IS didn't have that good of a match. Our SU-120, SU-152. Yeah, these guys here, the tank destroyers and a map, and this is a new map, and that probably has a lot to do with it because no one really knew where to go. That was my first time on that map. I'm liking it. It's a huge map, but like I said, you know, no one really knew where to go yet. We got 4 kills, base experience of 1244. So we had 23 shots, 19 hits, 16 pen, 4,302 damage from a distance of more than 300 meters, 316. We got hit 16 times, 4 pen, 12 bounced, for the grand total of 1,950 damage bounced with our armor. Spotted 2, damaged 9, destroyed 4, and 118 of damage with our assistance. After all was said and done, yeah, 56,120. I must have shot more premium rounds than I thought. But we still did make 5,290 credits, and that was with none of these whatchamajigger things popped. Um, so yeah, that was just, if I would have had like double the credits or something, that would have been a nice thing. But I was fixing to go to bed after this match, so I didn't want to pop them and waste them. Oh, and we made 2 credits on the deal, and the WN8 for that match was 10,903. So we had one hell of a WN8 for that match, and the mark of excellence on that went up, plus 18.51%. That is flipping phenomenal to go up 18.51% in one match. So that kind of tells you how much the KV-4 is being played. Yeah, because it was at a little over 40 or 38, something like that. Now it's at 51. Nice. Get a couple more matches like that, I'll get it 1 marked and 2 marked in me. If I get a couple matches like this, hell, I'll be able to 3 mark it in 7 or 8 matches. But yeah, tonight I've only had 4 matches, 2 wins, 2 losses, but that brought my overall WN8 up to 2,901. So I am not gonna bitch. Just don't have a lot of time, and I've been trying to make some videos here and there for you guys while I'm doing it, because I haven't spit any videos out recently, and I thought you guys would like to see one. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video of the KV-4. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe.